Good morning. Good morning. Dory and I are down at the plot. Well, we're on the site. We just left the plot. I brought down the new wheelbarrow with some wood to stake the new fruit trees because the wind really got up last night. I don't know about other gardeners, but I found I lose a lot of sleep over gardening. I was awake at 4 a.m. listening to the wind, worrying about my trees, worrying about the soil and the cardboard, with good reason, because half the cardboard was down. Oh, come on, Dory! Was down the site. So I've collected that back up, but I'm just going to walk the dog now and then come back and look at the trees. And then I'm off to the library for my arts and nature class. And then I think it's home garden. I might finally do the home garden tour. I've got some primroses to put in. Oh, and I want to show you my new germination station in the house. So that's the plan for this week. And I'm going to intro you with some lovely images from a hike that Liam and I did last weekend. It got pretty dark at the end of that hike. It was around Matlock Bath, where we did the hills around it, starting at Black Rock, and it was a tough walk. It was 12 mile, which isn't too bad, but lots of up and down, lots of hills. So yeah, a bit tough on the old knees. But just then, the final clip there with us walking in the dark. Shortly after that, we had to go down this steep incline that was all sort of slippery rock and fallen leaves, and I'm going, this is so dangerous, we shouldn't be doing this. So then he's like, you wait there, watch what I do. And of course, what did he do? Went flying, literally flying, to which then I followed and did the same thing. So hilarious end to that walk. In fact, it's several days ago now, and I'm still feeling it. So just walking dog, and then back to the plot. Daffodils are definitely getting closer. So best laid plans and all. The eagle-eyed of you might notice I'm in a different coat and jumper, and so I did come back to the plot after the dog walk, but one of the old boys got talking to me, so I got nothing done, no filming, no trees staked. So I had to hot-foot it then to the library, painting little bird feeder waterer things, which was fun. But now I'm back at the plot on my way home just to get these trees staked in. So let's get that done. Okay, so I brought down the new wheelbarrow. There it is in all its glory. Thank you to Liam for putting it together, although there is something going dodgy with the wheel, so I'll have to ask him about that. More rabbit poop, my little rabbit poop stash here while I decide how I'm going to use that. And then I brought these lengths of wood for the stakes, so I'm going to put those in. Now, I have watched a Gardener's World video about how to stake trees. So you remember I was saying the prevailing wind so is westerly, so it's going this way along the plot. Drop the stick. So the wind is coming this direction down the plot, so it means the stake needs to go like that, facing the direction of the wind. That is my interpretation of the instructions that were on the video. Do let me know if I've got it wrong in the comments. But that's the way I'm going to do it now. So I'm going to try and stick this in the ground without hitting the root ball, but getting it close enough to actually be useful as a stake. So let's get this steak in. Myself slightly there. I got the 45-ish degree angle, I guess. It's facing into the prevailing wind that's coming along here, and it even straightened this cherry one up a little bit. So yeah, first one was a bit difficult to get in, but the others went in really easy. They were the better holes. They were the better square holes. I was less practiced on the first, on the pear tree. Okay, cool. Job done. Let's get home and turn my bread and look what jobs need doing in the home garden. red jumpers back on and ready to do some jobs around this garden. So keep trying to record this and the dog keeps wanting to contribute, so she's now having an early dinner, so she'll be quiet. So I'm back home. I've got the red jumper back on because I'm going to do some garden jobs. There's quite a few little things I need to do actually. I've got primula that have been waiting to go in for ages, and cyclamen, including some sort of hardy cyclamen, coum are they called, so they need to go in. I've got a bamboo to go in, a clematis, ornamental cherry, but I think I'll put that in a container. I want to sow some peas in the greenhouse and a few lettuce seeds, just to see if they'll come up. I've got loads. Anything else? Oh, the coryclops things. Got to find a place for them, think about where they want to go, and basically do a bit of a tidy up. So I've only got a couple of hours because then I'm off to a 10-year-old's birthday party. So happy birthday to my niece. Okay, let's get cracking. That was good. I got quite a bit done there. Yeah, sometimes it's good to have the clock against you, isn't it? Because it makes you get going and stop faffing and being indecisive. So I'm not going to do a full garden tour this episode, but to come, teaser. Instead, I'll just show you the things that I've done in the garden today. Starting in the greenhouse. So I did sow some peas. I had sown jewels because I saw Charles Dowding do it the other day. They were a few days ago, but nothing happening yet. Oh, they're a bit wet on top. It's probably not ideal. So I did those in modules, but then I put some directly in the greenhouse bed. I didn't remember putting what looks like a pak choi and a kale potentially just there, but they are there, so I've left them there. I've done a square of peas around them, which is odd, but that's what I went for. And then I've sown some lettuce seed in the middle around these. So we'll see if anything of that comes up. And I put some lettuce seed in the gap there. This is the absolute glory. This is the salad bar greenhouse bed. I didn't do this last year. This is the first year I've tried it, and it's amazing. So as soon as the tomatoes came out, I mulched the bed, and then when these seedlings were ready, I put them in, and oh, we've got everything. There's this is sorrel, this is mint crisp lettuce, this is a kale, some curly kales, there's some celery in there as well, there's some fennel that is starting to bulb up actually, and I think it's dill next to it. There's coriander, there's flat leaf parsley, curly parsley, I think that is beetroot, and then spinach beet, and then rhubarb chard, mizunas and purple frills, loads of winter purslane, pak choi in the back there. This is quite densely packed at this end because these were all really weedy looking seedlings that I didn't think they would do much, and yet they have flourished. It's an absolute delight. Absolute delight. Love it. Okay, I think that's everything I have to show you in here. So we'll move outside. What have I done? What have I done? I've put the hardy cyclamen. So they are, what I've got, ooh, I hate stepping on the beds, but what are you supposed to do? I've got a circle of hellebores around here. There's actually a gap, so I can treat myself to another hellebore. And then I've put within the circle these 3 hardy cyclamen. So hopefully they will naturalise and just fill this space around the acer tree. Okay, so that's that. And while I'm here, of course, I'm going to show you this hellebore. I mean, look at it. Yes, thank you, Dory. Thank you, Dory. Just an absolute... No, don't sit on it. Oh, my goodness. What is wrong with you, dog? Oh, I'm sorry. Come here. Oh, you monkey. Okay. Haven't done anything around here but glorious snowdrops. Okay, I potted on this ornamental cherry, Japanese cherry blossom tree, which was a bit of an impulse buy, and can't wait to see some blossom on it. It's got buds. Okay. My primula I decided to put in the container, and I think they look just beautiful, so happy with that. Okay, moving under the silk tassel tree, which the wind has blown them all over a bit, but I love this tree, love it. Just put a couple of these cyclamen, which are not the hardy ones, under this tree. I've got other not hardy cyclamen in here, and they seem to have done fine. Okay. I just ran upstairs to get the label, because I just cannot remember what these things are called. They are called cordylines. There we go. So they've been living in the greenhouse for a while I was deciding where to put them. Because there was 2, it felt like they should frame something, but I've gone for this border. Oh, I love the red at the centre. There are 3 Verbena baronialis, you know what I mean, one there, and one there. So these have gone in between. In fact, I've only just cut the stems down from those. That was my one bit of tidying that I actually got done. Anything else? What else was on the list, Dory? I think that was everything. Yeah. So while you're here, I'll just show you the delights of some of the spring things that are coming up. So we've got some little primulas coming back. Some over here. There we go. This rose has got buds on, which is lovely. Oh, I know what else I put in. I put the clematis here, so I thought it could go up this wall. We'll see if that works. And the bamboo was the other thing I put in. While we're going to the bamboo, more cardboard, here is the primroses that thank you, Dory. The primroses, no, what am I saying? Pansies that I was putting in this basket. Was that last time we met? Bulbs all coming up here. Still haven't done anything with these strawberries. And tulips coming up in here. These are my fancy tulips. I'm very excited to see these. Oh. Dory's in her toy box. What did you get? Tennis ball. And I can't miss out this section. I'm going to make it out that I'm showing you the bamboo that I just put in, but it's just an excuse to come over here and look at these hellebores. Dory, get away from my hellebores. This is my new one. This is Cheryl Shine. I think this one is the pink frost. Hang on, there's Penny's pink and pink frost. It's one of these, and then this one is the other one. I think this one's the Penny's pink. Oh, I just love the dusky shades on that. Isn't that incredible? Absolutely gorgeous. And then this is the Niger, but it's gone over now. So that was the earlier one. But it's quite nice that I had an early one, and then these ones are in full bloom. Still no daffodils, but snowdrops. And I planted about 40 or 50 bulbs in this area, tulips. So I'm hoping that they will come up, although I did dig one up when I was putting in the bamboo. To end today, I'm going to take you inside and show you my new germination station. Okay, so I brought one of my mini flimsy greenhouses from Wilko's, brought that into the house. It's on my blanket box, so it's up off the floor. I've lined the back with foil. So this is my sunniest windowsill. So the sun will come in, hit the foil, and hopefully create more light for the seedlings. I've got my propagator at the bottom, like that, which is this. I think you saw it, didn't you? It had the lid on. The lid doesn't fit. It's not, the spacing isn't right. But these seedlings are coming up now, so perhaps it's best to take the lid off so they don't get the damp or get too humid. I don't know. I caved and bought lights, but only really cheap ones, just for some extra light on the seedlings. My thought is, because these are independent of one another, I could have a strip or two strips on each of these as I fill up. These don't need light or too much light at the moment. These are broadbeans, sweet peas. They're just in here to germinate, and then they'll go back out into the greenhouse. But down here are the chillies and aubergines and onions that we sowed together. So move the lights a bit. And those are the lemon drop ones, which I'm really excited about, so that's great. But yeah, almost everything is making some kind of showing. So that's why I wanted to get the light on them. There we go. yeah, I think so as not to take up my entire living room by putting my table all along here and everything on top of the table. I mean, eventually the table's coming over and it will be full of stuff. But for the time being, this is quite a neat, I think, solution. I also have one of these little bag things with the clips at the side. You do your potting indoors in them. That fits perfectly at the bottom here. So any soil or wet is not going to damage my blanket box. Let's see what's coming up here. Oh, there's one little sweet pea. Just the one, I think, so far. But I know the broad beans, yeah, they're just starting to peak up. So I think maybe tomorrow or the next day they can go out into the greenhouse. Okay. So the only other thing that I've done is, and it's already ripped the foil, is put these yellow sticky papers in, just in case any fungus gnats decide to take up residence. But yeah, I think this is pretty cool. But if you have any suggestions or tips to make it better, then I am very open to them. So do let me know in the comments below. Well, I think that's it for this week. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, please like and subscribe. And I guess I better go and get ready for a kid's birthday party. Okay. I shall see you next week.